Hey there, guys! I have good news and bad news for you. First bit of good news is, hey, you can see the full picture I'm using up in the corner. If you ever go to my channel, you see this guy's face. Well, this is the whole picture. I really wish I could tell you who the artist was. I found it laying on my computer one day, and I have no idea where I originally came across it. So if any of you know who drew this, please let me know, because I would love to give them credit. Second thing is, well, the bad news is that I really wasn't expecting or planning on finishing Persona 4 quite as quickly as I did. Oops. So I actually need to I've ordered the next game. It needs to actually get here. The good news is that I have narrowed down what my next game is going to be. And you get to choose, because these are blind runs. I don't actually know which game I want to play, but I have figured out the 3 games I'm most interested in. So you guys get to help me choose which one to play first, because I probably will play all 3 of them, to be quite honest. The first game up for selection is Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain, for those of you that haven't played it, is apparently a very, very immersive, story-based, investigation, somewhat similar to the Persona series in that, it's about trying to solve a mystery, but much, much more. It's a darker storyline, and apparently the gameplay is entirely different. It's not an RPG as far as I'm aware. It is rated M for mature, so there's some mature elements in it. Hopefully YouTube doesn't get mad at me for playing this. The second option is going to be Valkyria Chronicles. As far as I have been able to figure out, this was a very, very bold project by Sega in an attempt to have a turn-based strategy first-person shooter game. It is kind of an RPG from what I've let understand, but it's sort of like Suikoden Tactics is an RPG. I mean, yeah, it is, but it's also it's much more like encounter-focused rather than going through dungeons and fighting random battles and anything like that. And lastly, the third option is going to be Tales of the Abyss for PlayStation 2. I have ordered all 3 of these games. I'm interested in all 3 of these games. Tales of the Abyss, from what I understand, it's similar to like Radiantia Chronicles, where it is a group-based game, but it's real-time fighting rather than menu selections, and you kind of have to run around and fight in encounters that way. And I don't know a lot of it. I obviously have kept away from everything story-wise in all 3 games, so I don't really know what the game is about. But a bunch of people suggested both this game and also Tales of Grace F or something like that. And I kind of figured, hey, enough people are suggesting all 3 of these games that I want to play them, because you guys know what I like, and you guys are all saying that I should play this. So I'll play them, and I'm going to start with the older of the 2 Tales games. Because just like if I started with Persona 4, I'm sure the fact that I couldn't control my party members in Persona 3 would annoy the crap out of me. But with coming into Persona 3, it was kind of cool. It was kind of new and unique and awesome. So that's why I'm starting with the slightly, older game for Tales of the Abyss. But those are the 3 games that are up for deliberation. You guys can either choose to vote for one, in which case, whichever game gets the most votes is the one I'm going to play first. Or you can vote against one. If you vote against one of these 3, then that will give it -2 votes. Voting against a game means you don't really care what I play, you just don't want to see this one. So, let me know. But yeah, whichever gets the most votes, I will be playing. And you should be aware there are 3 games, and I actually don't have these prepped so I can show you the little pictures as they come up. But there are 3 games that will immediately knock these out of contention. The second, Persona 4 Arena, Persona 5, or StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm comes out, I am dropping whatever I'm playing like a bad habit and playing those. I'm very, very interested in Persona. Persona's for my bread and butter. Persona's the game that kind of led me to be here. But also, if you look up in the corner, the name of this channel is Dameol SC, and SC stands for StarCraft. If you go way back in my archives, you can see me commentating some StarCraft games. I kind of got out of that, but I still love, love, love StarCraft. So when Heart of the Swarm comes out, I'm definitely playing that as well. So just be aware. And leave a message and comment saying which one of these you want to see me play first. And like I said, eventually you'll probably see me play all 3 of them. Last note. Someone had suggested that I play Nocturne. I may go ahead and upload some of Nocturne, but if I do Nocturne, I've been told Nocturne is not really plot-focused. It's a very, very interesting battle system, but it's not really all that heavy in plot. So I may also do a Nocturne Let's Play aside from these 3, and only upload to it maybe like once a week. Because if it's really all that battle focused, all I really need to do is kind of move through it until I get to a boss fight, record the boss fight, or upload the boss fights, and that's all I'll really be doing as I go through. The big plot points and the boss fights. So I may do that as well. In that event, it'll be somewhat similar to my Answer Let's Play, where Answer Let's Play only lasted like 13 parts, I think. but because so much of the game was just random battles. So, some of that. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you as always for tuning in and continue to support me. I will see you with one of these 3 games as soon as they come in. They shipped out actually today, so I'm hoping they should be here by Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you later.